I'm the type of person, like, if I see something that is not right, I will do my best to right the wrong, only if I'm caught in, only if I've been guided in that direction. And when you get guided in that direction, you make the most of that opportunity. You go through the uncomfortable moments. You experience the racism, what are you doing here? Being the only female, or being the only brown person, being the only, you have to go through that, and then you have that in the forefront of your mind, like, man, I don't want my kids to go through that. So you make the change to make it better. So that's kind of where I'm at.
Right, yeah.
And I'm not resting. It's like, you're only there for a short time, so make the most of it, and then move over for someone else to grow it, for someone else to inject something innovative and exciting.
Yeah, because you just talked about racism, and the first time I heard about you was when that lady put that message on you.
Oh yeah.
On your answering machine.
Yeah.
And man, when I felt because I heard it, I was thinking, man, that's good that you put it out there, because I wasn't shocked, because I kind of knew.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, okay, you just made sure my feelings were correct.
Exactly. That's exactly right. Remember how I was saying about, I was in a role then where I was like heading a school and department, and that happened, and I thought, I sat there, I had to sit in it, and I was like, is this a responsible thing to do in your role? Because you're, staff and students, are you starting stuff?
Is this the result of what you?
This is what I was thinking when I hung up on the phone. Yeah. It was only a small moment, but lots of things were running through my mind, and then it was like, will this be the right move?
Right.
Will you get the university in trouble? Can you speak it? And I thought, stop. Because I was at work. I was like, just stop. Sit. And I just looked, I went into my gut and I was like, do it. I went, okay. I didn't think twice about it. I went, do it.
Because it's the right thing to do.
It was the right thing to do.
And that's what we meant about, we're always second guessing the first time, because we're thinking about what other people think.
Don't think about what, follow your gut.
Exactly.
And then, next minute, but the point is, it got people speaking. It was like, we know this is the thinking, the mentality of some. But to hear it, there were so many families and individuals and people that shared with me that it left them in tears. It was like traumatic, and it cut deep. And they knew it. Sadly, this is how it is. And it's, if you didn't believe racism exists in this country, then take your blindfold off, because that's ludicrous. We're one of the most racist countries in the world. We just hide it well. We just hide it well.
So it's good that whatever she felt, she had to say that. It was good that you, because it was one of your talks that she was replying to, or something like that.
Yeah.
So it really triggered her, and she was a spokesperson for love.
It was like, when? Yeah, like, when did I ask you to ring me?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I wasn't shocked. I was like, yeah. It was funny because the other thing I knew, if I was to record your voice on the algorithm, it would come back with the Queen of England or something, because that's what she sounded like.
Yeah.
And I was wondering too at the end of it, because she was like, man, she could have a heart attack at the end, because like she was about to
hyperventilating,
she was exploding at the end.
But that was funny. But because I'm in the mental health and well-being field, I picked up that she wasn't entirely well. She wasn't entirely well, so I didn't want to throw her under a bus. I was thankful for her, for that situation. I was thankful for that situation, because like, thank you. You just proved my point.
Yeah.
Now get out of the way while I deal with this. And then I thought, my yo, I think I've just killed my career.
Oh, that's what you thought.
There was a moment. There was
That's
a
what you
moment,
thought.
but I said, I don't care. If I get booted out, if I get demoted, I don't care. Because I knew it was the right thing to do in my gut. It was the right thing to do. I heard, this is when we carry our people.
With when you first thought it was wrong, you're gonna lose your job. Why did you think that? Is it because of the
It blew up and
bad press for the?
it got to the exec, it got that far. But everyone supported me really well. The university supported me, like, right, RNZ. All the people involved came in real quick, and it was great. It was like, I'm satisfied. Had I not felt supported, I think maybe I would have. Like, people was like, take name and shame, and report it to the police. I was like, why would we punish this one voice and this woman when she's actually the voice of many? Don't punish her. Call it out. Call that behavior out because it represents other voices. And so, and I did that. And, next thing you know, I'm in this role. And I thought, okay, maybe there's leadership in making big calls like that. To some, maybe to others, it's like, oh. But
the direction where New Zealand's going with diversity and all that. Do you think that racism will disappear within maybe 2-3 generations? Because with the education the kids are getting with culture and different cultures and that, like, they'll grow up with it now. There's a thing for trying to pronounce the street names, towns properly.
Yeah.
And maybe next generation, and then there'll be less racism.
Yeah.
Because people have more understanding of different people. And because this lady sounded old.
Yeah.
Like, that's the generation we know. Because, man, I remember when I was at high school, we had a woodwork teacher.
Yeah.
Mr. Kid. Mr. Kid, his name.
Oh.
But, man, he used to call us names like darkies.
Oh, my God.
And stuff like that. But, I didn't understand. Because I was young. I didn't understand what...
But we were so used to it too, right?
Yeah.
Like,
but I didn't know I didn't know if that was a bad word or not.
Yeah.
It was like... Yeah. So, I didn't understand until when I got older. Remember when he used to call us, I thought that was bad, eh? Like, back then we didn't care.
I think people are more aware of it, which then means you can hide it. You find new ways of hiding it. Racism can include exclusion, so you can exclude
without saying their name.
Without saying
Just walk past you or something.
You can, it can be very overt or could be very subtle. Do I think it'll go? As long as there's a majority, it'll be very hard to see that go.
Not now lifetime. Not now lifetime.
You said few generations, eh? Yeah. That's why we need to start changing the language now. And by language, I mean and the behaviors and attitudes of others. Excuse me, are you all right? Anyway, just call it out.
And that's what we're doing now, right? It seems like with not as far as cancel culture, but we're still saying what's right and wrong. Like I think. See, I just think when I thought about cancel culture, I thought, okay, that can go as far as hiding the people that are racist. Yeah. And then we don't want that. Yeah. Because we want to know who they are. Yeah. If they're underground, what if they build up something we don't even know? Because we've taken them out of social media with,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So where's the balance there? Like, it's almost like how you put that message out to the internet, because it's like you didn't cancel this person. You just made sure that everybody knew that, our thoughts are right. They are racist people. Like
hey guys, this guy, check it out. Yeah, that's right.
That kind of thing.
I didn't want to do it.
No.
And I was like, I don't actually need this in my life right now, but I was like trying to do things step by step, like this could happen. You know, I was weighing up the risks and the benefits. But when she came from my nanny, the more you got through it, the more I was like, what? And it wasn't because this lady, you know, you want to go, one else, they'll be easy. It was what she was saying has been said for years, and we've believed it. Just believed it. Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.